let's start with today's lesson. First, I want to tell you that this little phrase is also taken from Moses Rosenberg improvisation, specifically his phrase on the Godfather's theme that I already transcribed. You can see that full transcription on my YouTube channel called Guitareal Transcriptions. And well, this phrase is the continuation of last week's phrase. Remember this. That will be the whole phrase, but next week I will continue to work on the continuation of this phrase, but with a little twist that I created for that specific phrase. Okay, let's start with the slower version. First phrase, G7, C minor 7. Next phrase, C7, F minor 7. Now let me tell you something really quickly. Maybe you want to use your pinky instead of the third finger. I recommend you to use as I used 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, then 2, this way. And the reason is because at some point we're going to see this really fast licks that musicians like Angelo DeVore play, or Virali Lagran, and they play all, for example, F, A, G sharp, B, D, F, G sharp, and they use 1 and 3 because they use those fingers because it's easier to play and more accurate than playing with your pinky. So, as I always say, you have to use wherever is better for your technique. But I would recommend to use 1 and 3. And here just 1 and 2, this way. And on the next position I would recommend this. You have two options here, that, or you can do a roll finger. So in that particular case, it's your choice. For the video, I use this because many times I saw, for example, Stockel or Rosenberg. In those cases, instead of doing a roll finger, he used those fingers 1 and 2. I don't know, I guess I like that way. I don't know, sometimes I use one option and other times I use the other one. So It's just an advice. Whatever you choose, do it always and practice it that way, or you can practice both ways in order to develop your technique. If your roll finger isn't too good, play roll finger in order to have a better technique at doing that. I don't know. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, arpeggios. This one is pretty simple. Again, let's see the G7 C minor. Here, the arpeggio is that's the G7 arpeggio. And again, as we've already seen this, they add this diminished arpeggio. Right? That would be the full form, but when they play this, when they superimpose a diminished arpeggio over the G7, they usually don't go over here. They just play from here up to the first string, and then they resolve, or they go to the next to the next chord. So that would be the G7. C minor triad here, it's C, E flat G, that's the triad, and he plays the triad and the ninth. Okay, but let's see these three options here: C minor, C minor sixth, and C minor seventh, right? And you can add the ninth to this minor 6 and minor 7, right? For example, you have to study all these arpeggios in order to really to develop your knowledge about arpeggios, etc. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Here we have the dominant, the C7, F minor. That's the dominant arpeggio, and again you can add the flat ninth, and the diminished triad for the F minor would be that's the triad, and he add the ninth to this triad, so that would be the F minor with the added ninth, and on this same position the F minor 6 will be F minor 7th, okay, and you you can add the ninth to these two arpeggios. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, the analysis of this is really simple. We have just a dominant 7 chord with a flatted ninth. Okay, and then he goes from the 5th of the dominant 7 chord to the 3rd of the minor chord, and he ends the phrase highlighting this ninth of the minor chord. So we end up having this a C minor with a ninth, right? Because, right? That's the sound we end up having when we highlight the ninth over there. Okay, guys, let's leave it like right here. And remember, if you can, I invite you to check out my Patreon site. I have 3 tiers on Patreon. Tier number 1, you have the 6 transcriptions I post each month. Tier number 2, you have the 6 transcriptions plus all these lessons I'm doing. Tier number 3, you have all the previous stuff plus the guitar profiles, which I think it's the most important thing because you can learn a lot. In fact, I studied these phrases using Guitar Pro, because you can set that the software plays all these phrases from, I don't know, 60% the speed of the song up to 100%, and you can adjust how you want to that the software progress each time. I already talked about this on a previous video, and if you can support me on Patreon, I will be very grateful, because your support is really important to keep these 2 YouTube channels going on. See you next time, guys. I hope you like this little lick. It's really simple. I hope you like it. Next week's phrase, it's a bit harder than this one. So, see you next time, guys.